Alright, E3 has came and went, and I'm a week late. Let's do this. Come on. Shut the fuck up, Shimmy. Shimmy got me Tensei 3. Alright, man. I'm gonna make this as quick as possible. E3's came and went. I watched all this bullshit. And I got thoughts. First off, let's just start off with what I liked. I've been lying to y'all. I am a massive fanboy of one thing. Metroid Prime. Metroid Prime is my favorite shit ever when it comes to games. No shame in that. The originals, the trilogy, whatever. Needless to say, Metroid Prime was not showed here, but Metroid Dread was. I'm all over that motherfucker. I'm all fucking over that shit. We out here. Looked great. I like Prime better than the 2D joints, but I've played all of those except the 3DS one that came out a couple years ago. The only Metroid game I hate is Other M. Fuck that bullshit. But Metroid Dread looked great. I'm out there for it. Day one purchase. That's what I'm getting. I'm not really, I wouldn't call myself on the hype train because these motherfuckers with these 2D Metroids have a track record of greatness. So it is what it is. I loved it. What else did I like? Not enough information on Breath of the Wild 2 for me to give a fuck right now. I'll continue to play the first one until I know more about the second one. Like I'm not finna do it. Not finna do it. But it looked good from what I saw. The next thing, Forza Horizon 5. Now, if you don't care about race car games, I understand why you don't care about this. I do care about race car games. Love them. Shit, Forza is the only reason why I buy Xboxes. To be real about it, I don't give a fuck about none of that other shit. I like Halo also, but if it was just for Halo, I wouldn't buy an Xbox. If it was just for Halo, it's the combination of Halo and Forza that makes me want Xboxes. And if Horizon 5 looks this great, then Motorsport is gonna it's gonna have to be fucking crazy. I don't even want to touch that on my Xbox One X. I don't want to fucking touch that. Like, the Series X gotta be incoming before that fucking game comes out. Before Horizon 5 comes out, Series X must be in hand. Xbox One X, that shit is out the door before Horizon 5 comes out. Next, motherfucking Shin Megami Tensei 5 all day. I just had to mute the 3 remaster because it was making too much noise. I just finished whipping the Matador's ass. That's besides the point. Shin Megami Tensei 5. I'm all over that. I fucks with RPGs, Western and Japanese, so that's right up my alley. I'm on it. I got Yves 9 or Yeez or Y's or however the fuck is said coming next week. So needless to say, if I'm playing shit that's that niche, I'm definitely fucking on it when it comes down to motherfucking when it comes down to motherfucking Shin Megami Tensei 5. Is it me or do those Shin Megami Tensei games have soundtracks that are better than the complete package of other games? Like the soundtrack alone, listening to that shit of some of those Shin Megami Tensei games is a better experience than playing some games. Another topic for another day. Let's continue. Another thing that I liked, Stalker 2. It looked interesting. I know that I don't know the complete history. I don't know if it's tied to the Metro series. I don't know if it's just similar in themes with the Metro series, or I don't know if I don't know. But the shit looked good enough for me to pop out my copy of Metro Redux and actually play those fucking games. So Stalker 2 was another one that's in my wheelhouse. Looking like I want to see parts of that, see more at least. I'm at least interested to see more. Will I purchase it? Remains to be seen. If it's on Game Pass, I'll just play it that way. Like, fuck that. I'm a full-fledged Game Pass supporter. Like, shit, I ain't have to spend $60 on fucking Outriders because of Game Pass. And I'm going off the top. I ain't fucking write none of this shit down. If it was, the way I look at it, if it was good enough for me to remember without having to write it, that's what deserves to be talked about. Let's see. Am I getting down to the end of what I really cared about when it comes to it? I mean, Monster Hunter Stories, I've seen enough of that for a lifetime. It looks okay. I might give it a go. Shit. I don't know. Halo Infinite looked pretty damn good. So of course I'll be playing that. It's gonna be on Game Pass. So like, if you got an Xbox and you got Game Pass, why the fuck not? Oh yeah, my other big one, Battlefield 2042. Finally, they brought it back to the fucking future. I was tired of playing with fucking muskets. Shit, bro, I had to stop. I had to get off of Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5. I barely played Battlefield 5 #1. That shit is dog shit. But I had to get off Battlefield 1, a game that I did like for the time, and go back to Battlefield 4. And I had to do it because Battlefield 4 is better than that shit. Like, that shit. I'm fucking finished messing around in World War One and World War II. Fuck that. Battlefield 2042 looked great. No campaign. I don't give a fuck. I wasn't gonna play it anyway. If you're mad, I understand, but I'm not mad. I don't care. The last first-person shooter, military shooter, I should say, campaign that I ever played to completion, I think, was Modern Warfare 1. The original 2007 shit. Not even the remastered version. Like and it was just to see the fucking graphics on the Xbox 360 back in the day when the motherfucker was new. Like these is just not to say that these are the only great things that were shown. These are just my standouts. I know Mario Rabbids, a lot of people are happy for that. I don't really play strategy games, so I don't particularly care. Maybe next time that Mario Rabbids 1 is $9 on the eShop, I'll pick it up and see if I can get into that. That's about it when it comes to the stuff that I really liked. If I had to pick a winner out of this category, I mean, it's got to be Metroid Dread, with Forza Horizon 5 being the runner-up for the things that held my interest the most. But yeah, Metroid Dread, I'm already confident in that. Just based off of the history of the 2D Metroid games. Oh, there goes my dryer. However, if it's dog shit like Other M was, P.S. I won that transaction because I got Other M for $3. If it's dog shit like that was, I will put the fire to it. We don't have that young gear energy over here. Anyway, let's get down to the bad. Capcom, the fuck out of here, man. Capcom. Enough said. If you like Phoenix Wright or the Ace Attorney or whatever it is, good on you. Capcom showed you a lot to like. But to me, all they showed me was a game that I might buy, Monster Hunter Stories, a game that I'll never buy, Ace Attorney, and a game that I regretted buying, which is why I sent that motherfucker back to the poorhouse, Resident Evil Village. Resident Evil Village? No. I'm over first person Resident Evil for the rest of my life. Fuck that noise. Bring me another remake instead of Resident Evil Village and Resident Evil 7 type shit. Get that shit out of here. Anyway, more bad. Ubisoft, I mean, what? Why? Like, they had the Mario and Rabbids shit that I don't particularly care for. I want to see Super Mario RPG come back. First JRPG I ever played. Anyway, they showed the Rabbids and shit, and a lot of people like that. I can see why. That's a good looking game objectively. Subjectively, I don't care about strategy. That's why I have never played Fire Emblem. And I never played the Rabbids first version. I haven't even picked it up while it was $2 on the eShop. Haven't done it. Just Dance, I mean, it makes money, but the fuck, man, like, it's Gay Pride Month. I get it, but and if you're gay, I don't care, but I mean, why y'all using this gay man as a token? Like, I guess he's happy his music is getting out there with the Just Dance reveal, but he was clearly just flaunted. He was clearly flaunted by Ubisoft so they can show off how diverse they are. I mean, yeah, but to each their own, I guess. Far Cry, fuck it, don't give a fuck. They all suck. 3 included. Fuck Far Cry. Get it out of here. Shit is fucking trash. Microsoft, the only bad is that show too many CGI trailers and too much shit that we don't know when it's coming out. I mean, who the fuck cares about Starfield at this point, and it's coming out November the fucking 22nd, 2022, or November 21st, 2022. Why the hell we need to know that now? You didn't even show. You got a damn release date locked in, but it didn't even show us the gameplay. You showed us fucking Neil Armstrong landing on the moon. That's what it looked like anyway. I mean, get out of here with that shit. Show me how the game is gonna play instead of Todd Howard talking shit. Cause we know everything that come out his mouth is fucking half bullshit, and the other half is something worse than bullshit. So, I'm over being really excited for any game. I mean, but I'm definitely over being excited for anything that fucking Bethesda is pushing out. Like, show me the shit. When you show me the game, that's when I'm like, alright, I see. when they showed Doom Eternal and they got on the stage and played it for 20 minutes 2 years ago, that was when I was like, all right, that right there is getting my money, and I haven't regretted one penny that I spent on that game. But yeah, just show shit, just show more gameplay, even though it is a year and a half away. Could you not show us at least a concept of how the motherfucking shit plays? But no, that's and I mean, all of the smaller conferences I paid less than 0% attention to. Shit like Gearbox. Gearbox is a mediocre factory anyway. Like, the only damn thing that's good that they make is Borderlands, and to me that shit is like a 6.5, 7 at best. Like, I enjoy it for what it is, but I don't go out of my way to play those games. Like, I got the Borderlands collection on the Switch for $15. I mean, I couldn't pass up having 3 games for $15. That's what it was. And one of my homies is a real big Borderlands fan, so I bought Borderlands 3 when it was like $10 so I could play it with him. That's it. And Randy Pitchford is a fuckface. The rest of the little smaller conferences I didn't really pay attention to or know about. And then the shitty. You hold this one all by yourself, Square Enix. What a fucking shit show. Square Enix was less than nothing. Let alone did they not show us Final Fantasy 16. They showed us some fucking Final Fantasy game that looked like it was drug forth from the corpse of the PS3. And then when they put the demo out, the fucker who released the demo forgot to safely remove the USB stick from the computer before he pushed the publish button, because the shit came out corrupted. And once the shit was playable, it was fucking boring. Like, that Final Fantasy Strangers in Paradise, or whatever it's called, nope, not interested. Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy 7 Part 2. If it's not really those two things when it comes down to the Final Fantasy name right now, when it comes to new products, you can just slide on into the ether with that shit. But it's as bad as the Stranger of Paradise shit was. I mean, I know a lot of people like the gameplay style of it because they like Neo, and Neo was pretty good, I'm not gonna lie, but I'd just rather play Dark Souls or Shadows Die Twice, or I'd rather play Elden Ring when it comes out. I'm not on it with Neo like that. I'm not up there with it. I'm not fully on board. So the gameplay style of Stranger of Paradise, Stranger in Paradise, or whatever the fuck it was called, did not grab me. The combat in that game felt like it had no fucking weight to it. It felt like my blows did not make impact. But anyway, as bad as that was for Square Enix, and fuck Guardians of the Galaxy, I don't care about that. If I want to interact with Guardians of the Galaxy, I watch the fucking movie. So I'm not even gonna waste my time talking about that. I'm gonna waste my time talking about something that's actually worth the wasted time that I'm about to waste, which is Babylon's Fall. Fuck you, Square Enix, and everything to do with you for this Babylon's Fall shit. You tucked the motherfucker. Platinum Games have wasted years of their time making this shit, from what I can see. You done turned it into a fucking live service, and you look like you resurrected that shit from the courts of a PlayStation 2, because that shit looked worse than Strangers in Paradise. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe my internet connection was faulty, but I got AT&T fiber. I think my shit was running at a full 1,000 gigabytes per second, full blast at the time. So I had some high quality motherfucking shit going. Yet I'm subjected to fucking garbage like Babylon's Fall. Pure fucking disgrace. And now it's a live service. Platinum Games, please don't peek your head out again until you're showing Bayonetta 3. And as for the rest of E3, it didn't stick out enough for me to remember it. So that's that. I'm out.